Hey guys, Will here. Hope you all had a great Christmas and got everything you wanted. I know I got some good fun stuff for Christmas. Got some Eldar Wraithguard and some Necron Destroyers. So look out for maybe some unboxing or painting videos for those in the near future. And I just wanted to take this opportunity as we get to the end of 2015 to say thank you to everyone who's supported my channel. This isn't a channel I do for money or anything. It's just a little bit of fun and my way of giving back to the community. So it's really good to know that there are people out there who like what I'm doing enough to subscribe to it. And so thank you. Every like gets noticed, every comment gets read, even if I don't get round to replying to all of them. So yeah, thanks a lot for your support, guys. Now, as we head into 2016, I thought it was a good opportunity to talk about what I've got planned for the channel and have a look at what's been going on, what people seem to be liking that I'm doing. So, the first thing is battle reports. They tend to be the thing that gets the most views on my channel. So, as that's what most people are watching, I want to make sure I keep putting that out. One trend I have noticed is people seem to be more interested in the more competitive style battle reports, in that it's just a straight up fight between two armies from one of the standard missions rather than the narrative stuff. Narrative stuff's really fun to do, but it's a bit more work to do and it doesn't seem to be as popular, so certainly not going to stop doing it, but for a while going to focus more on the more competitive missions. To that end, I'm hoping to get a few more players featured on the channel. I have noticed it's just been me and Sam so far, and that's not entirely been intentional, but you know, he is my most common opponent, and so naturally a lot of my battles are going to be against him, and he's got his own YouTube channel as well, or has had in the past, so he's been a great help with how to do them, and you know, just giving me a few tricks and tips to make it flow well. But look out for other people. Trying to arrange a few other games that I can film against other opponents to add a bit more variety to the channel. Now, the other thing I've noticed is all the games that I've recorded, apart from a few of the narrative missions, I've ended up losing. Now, this hasn't been necessarily a reflection on how all my games go. It's just seems to be when the camera's on me, the luck's not been in my favour, or I've made a big mistake and lost the mission. But you know, one of my New Year's resolutions is to try and actually win a game on the channel. It's not like I don't win games. I think of my last 5 games that I've not filmed, I've won 3 or 4 of them. So it's not like I can't play the game or never win. It's just they've not been the ones that have been recorded, unfortunately. But so look out for me trying to get my debut win on film. My Eldar army should be a big help with that. I've just about got them up to 1750 now, and in the practice games I've had with them, they've been really strong. I think of the last 4 games I've had with them, they haven't lost, and that included 2 against Sam's Space Wolves, 1 against some Iron Hands, and a game against Sam's Tau. So really solid army there, and hopefully you should see me get some battle reports up with them very soon. As for future plans for battle reports, as well as just standalone ones, we're going to do some linked battle reports, but not in a sort of a campaign scenario sense. We're going to do what we're calling the Battle of 8 Armies. Now, this is a project me and Sam have been working on, and it's essentially a tournament that we'll be playing against each other, each using 4 armies. So I'm going to have my Eldar, my Orcs, my Space Marines, and my Necrons, and Sam's going to have 4 of his armies, and we're going to play a knockout tournament with them, so they'll draw against each other in the first round, winners will go on to the next round, etc. This should produce some nice battle reports, some combinations of armies that we haven't necessarily played against each other before, and an opportunity to test the relative strengths of the different forces we have. So look out for that. I'm going to shoot an introduction video to that very soon, and we're looking to not just talk about the plans for the campaign, but also go over all of the 8 armies in depth. So there will be not just list videos, but actual tactica for each of the armies, how we're intending to use them. And then hopefully we'll be able to follow our own advice in the battles and produce some good battle reports. That should be up pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that. As for the hobby side of the channel, painting tutorials will obviously continue. I've got an Eldar jet bike that I'm painting up as part of a tutorial at the moment, so watch out for that. That's going to be in my Biltan colour scheme, featuring the hand-painted vine patterns and how to use transfers as part of that as well. So it'll be a little bit more in-depth than, say, my Orc one, which was meant to be a quick and simple how to get Orcs tabletop ready. This is going to be a lot more in-depth, and got other things planned for painting tutorials along the line as well. I know a few people have either borrowed or adapted things I've put out there, so hopefully that's going to be a great help to people. And you know, it's something I enjoy doing, and I'd like to think I'm pretty good at painting. Probably more of a painter than a battler, to be honest, and so that should hopefully be some good content for you guys to watch. When I first started this channel, I wanted to do Tactica articles as well. Done a few of them, and in hindsight they probably weren't the best there. There may have been some little pearls of wisdom, but probably not the best articles, and I feel that with my recent run of defeats on the channel, I you know, don't feel like there's much credibility to me talking about tactics. Hopefully in the new year I'm planning to get a bit more competitive, both with how I play my army and how they're actually appearing on the channel. So then I will be in a better position to do those Tactica articles, and hopefully going to be a little bit more sort of polished and organised in how I do those as well. So keep an eye out for them. And finally, I've got myself a little bit of a challenge for the next year, and that is my salamanders. This is kind of linked in to my Tactica and trying to overall improve the quality of my gaming. Basically, my salamanders were built back in 5th edition for the most part. I've added a few new units along the line, but it's really a 5th edition army, and because of that I feel like I keep using it as if it were 5th edition and not adapting to the current meta of 7th edition. But my plan is that with the new codex coming out last summer and a new year, it's an opportunity to really get my salamanders up to strength. So this is going to involve both collecting them and also gaming with them to a higher standard. So I'm hoping to put a few vlog type videos out talking you through the process that I'm going through, which, as well as being an interesting process to watch the army grow and evolve, will also hopefully give some players out there some useful advice they can use with their own Space Marine army. Now, when I was still in the process of thinking about doing this, I came across a video online from a channel called WW40K Australia, and there was a guy featured on there called Brody from Melbourne, I think, somewhere down in Australia, and he had a really nice full company of Ultramarines, and I left a comment on the video saying, makes me want to bring my salamanders up to company strength, because it does, you know, a really nice army sort of inspired me to want to get my salamanders up to that sort of size where I've got a whole company to play with. Having left that comment, the owner of the channel then left a bit of a challenge for me. The Emperor commands it. Unfortunately, I'm not the type of person to pass up a challenge, so it looks like I've just roped myself into bringing my salamanders up to company strength. So that's kind of my ongoing goal for 2016. You know, I'm not gonna pass up a challenge, and so look out for a full company strength of salamanders by the end of 2016. And hopefully this will not only give me an army that's really big and really awesome to look at, but also should give me the options I need to actually start playing them to a much better standard. So I hope this video has been interesting. I know time's getting on, so if you have stayed to the end of this, then thanks a lot. Hope you all have a great new year, and join me again soon for another video. Next up is probably going to be the Battle of Eight Armies. Thanks a lot. Bye.